What's up, YouTube fam? Back again with another video. It is Wednesday, November 26th, the day before Thanksgiving out here in the States. Before we get started, as always, like, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a friend. And if you like access to our free community, I got a Telegram in the description box you can join. And then if you want access to our private community where we trade together, analyze, and just, iron sharpens iron, hit me up, email, social media. It's all in the link below. All right. So this is a follow-up to Monday's weekly outlook. All right. So I was looking for buys on a lot of the majors, which we were able to catch. So EU's doing pretty well. Currently up about 40, about to be up about 50 pips, right? About 40 and change. I really wanted GU, but I missed out. I knew this was coming. I was asleep. I was asleep. My alert went off on GU. I was asleep. So I really wanted this one. Cool. AU, you guys actually watched me jump in this one. I when I was showing you guys how to monitor your trades and everything, I accidentally put my TP too close. So when I was doing my morning session, I was like, "Where's my AU trade?" Um, Matter of fact, let me show you. I was like, "Where's my AU trade? How come it's gone?" Thought like the broker took me out or something, and then I realized my TP, it hit my TP. I had a TP of like 40 pips, and so cashed out, but that's doing wonderful. Um, Never got an NU, but NU actually did phenomenal. That's currently up about 89 pips, doing the best. That and AU. USD Swiss franc, told you guys a couple times. My entry was here on the first one, dropped about 35 pips. Then it retraced back. Now, during retracement, I want to let you guys know this is a lot of times with traders, they get scared. So they pull out. They think the market's reversing. Again, only if structure changes. All right. And for structure to change, I have to see structure change on a bigger time frame. So preferably like an hour and up. Right. So that didn't happen. All right. Again, I was looking for the dollar to drop, technically right here. Boom. We had our change of character. There was the first retest and then pulled back again. And again, as you can see, did not break previous high, right? Now, if price would have strongly closed above here and then started correcting, I might have would have considered getting out, but that didn't happen. Right, we got a reversal candle right over here, and then it went down for another sell. This would have been the ultimate giveaway if we would have broken above that high. So on pullback, guys, don't get scared. All right. So when I saw this, and I'll let you guys know in the free Telegram, hey, sell opportunity. I jumped in for another sell. So actually, I grabbed two positions on USD Swiss franc, and I want you guys to pay attention to something. Look at my lot size. All right, I'm not over leveraged. I get it. Steve, it's not huge profits. It's not, the $1 million and everything. Let me tell you guys something. All right. And I wanted to use a realistic examples for the masses out there. This is realistic. This is real trading right here. I'm currently up 41 pips on two of my Euro trades, so 80. 28 on one position on USD Swiss franc and 25. So let's just say over 50 pips, right? About 50, 53, 54. Okay. So all combined together, I'm doing I got over 130 plus. This is efficient and effective trading. All right. Realistic lot sizes with a realistic balance. This is how you're going to build and grow. All right. Long term. A lot of the stuff you guys see on social media, I'm going to be honest with you, is fake. All right. They got demo accounts. They're gambling. All right. I'm not just saying this just to talk shit. Okay. If you AI talk, Google talk, right? Average success rate for Forex traders, it's going to tell you. So right here, 90 to 95% of retail traders lose, while only 5 consistent profitability. So how is it, you explain to me, how is it that everybody's making $1 million? How is it that everybody's just making all these massive profits? How is it that everybody's rich? Social media is fake, guys. If you haven't figured that out by now, social media is fake. It's inspiring, but it's fake. It's not real. This is real. And there's nothing wrong with that. You will eventually get to the big lot size. You'll get to your standard, 2 standard, 5 standard, 10 standards. All right. Learn the skill first. Understand what you're doing first. All right. I get it. You got bills to pay. You got to take care of your girl, your husband, the kids. The economy's tough right now. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But if you keep chasing after these unrealistic goals, I promise you, it's going to get you nowhere. It's going to get you nowhere. You're going to keep blowing account after blowing account after blowing account. All right. If you really want long-term consistency, low lot sizes, realistic goals, and being consistent. That's why the key thing over here, I wanted to show you guys this, the key, consistent profitability, not taking $100 and turning it into $500 in one day. And then that 500 is blown before the end of the week. We're talking about consistency. All right. Consistent doesn't mean you have to win every single trade. Okay. I just got back from the gym. I didn't have the greatest workout, but I showed up. It's still part of being consistent. All right. Even the small wins matter. You're not going to hit it out the grand park. Like last week, if you guys been following me last week, I was missing out on all types of setups. I didn't have the greatest week. I didn't blow my account. I didn't have the greatest week. This week, nice bounce back. That's part of the game. That's realistic. All right. So all my trades in here, running in profit, doing well. So now in a situation like this, so perfect example, like USD Swiss franc. Actually, I don't want to do it on USD franc. I'll do it on EU, right? So let's go to EU. I'm not up yet. So I'm up about 42 pips. So I'm going to take one of my positions, right? Take my stop loss and I'm going to move it up in front of my entry, right? I'm going to move it up in front of my entry. And you see over here, I'm not going to close trade. I'm going to change it. And then boom, voila. So if this happens to reverse on me, I'm protected. I'm covering part of my profits. And I do this, like I said, when I'm up about 40, 50 pips. All right. I don't like itty bitty. I know some people who like to trail their stop losses after about 5, 10 pips. I mean, that's nothing. I like to, at least if the market's going to retrace on me, I'm walking away with something. I could live with 20, 30 pips. You know what I mean? So boom, move up my stop loss. And as this keeps growing, okay, I'm going to move it up. I'm going to gradually move it up. Perfect. Every time this keeps flying to the upside. All right. So that's how you want to properly trade. All right. Stress-free. Stress-free. Have you ever entered a trade and you over leveraged on a lot size and you stressed about it? You're at the gym, you're at work, you're constantly looking at your phone, you're looking at your charts, seeing if the trade's going. So on a move like this, if I would have over leveraged, something like this would have scared me. It would have stressed me out because I know when this pulled back, I wasn't stressed because I didn't risk that much. All right. I'm not over leveraged. So that also factors into the psychology of how you trade. All right. Guys, I'm telling you, this right here, again, if you really want to get to the big bucks, understanding the basics, understanding not only your strategy, but yourself, your emotions, all that is so important. It's low-key more vital than the money. The money's going to come. It's always going to come. As you can see, it's always going to be there. But how many of you guys jumped out of your trade after you saw a pullback like this? Closed out because, oh man, it's not dropping, right? There's going to be pullbacks. The market's about to close for the day. This more more than likely going to be a nice correction here. That's fine. All right, as long as we continue to create new lows, got a new low, perfect. We're still heading in this downtrend. But if I'm over leveraged and I'm doing too much because of everything I see on social media and other people are doing inside whatever chat group that I'm in, and I'm not focused on my paper, I'm focused on other people's paper, yeah, you're going to get erratic results. All right. And that's not how you want to trade. You want to trade calmly, cool, collective, and the right way. All right. So just my thoughts, my opinion. You can take it and understand this is a long-term game, or you can say, fuck it, I'm gonna go follow because I saw some guy take $100 and flipped it to $10,000, and I want to be on that type of time. Good luck. Good luck. Wish you nothing but the best. All right. So all trades running pretty smooth. I was looking at this UCAD this morning. This was actually a nice retest. Probably should have taken it, but I didn't. So all good. And I was even considering this UJ. Not really going nowhere, but I am anticipating a drop. Two trades that I still missed out on: gold and silver buy. So gold took off, didn't give me the retest I wanted, and probably going into next week. I still got this heading towards 42, right? Starting to get a little bit of divergence. I would love a pullback before coming here. All right, we got some fair value gap. Might touch the top of 42, 44. Again, probably going to next week because tomorrow I'm not anticipating much. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving in the States, so the market's not going to move too much. And then Friday, not just boom. So what I would really like to see is a retest. If not, this will probably drag, come to the top. And if that happens, I'll be looking for a sell. All right. Same thing goes for silver. So as you can see, silver taking off, right? Missed out on this. I talked about it on Monday's video. Kind of just missed it. Not Monday, but Tuesday's video. Just missed it. Took off. Clearly, we're not about to get our retest. It's going to head to the top. And then once it heads to the top, I'm going to turn around and look for a sell. As you can see here, there was a change of character. There was your retest, lower low, another retest. So I'll be looking for that same scenario once we reach the top there. But I was hoping for a pullback. It was starting to do it a little bit here, and then just took off. All good. US 30, there was a beautiful buy. Boom. So again, part of the game. I don't just jump into trades. As you guys can see, one thing that I'm trying to show you is I stick to my rules. If I don't get an adequate pullback or retest, I'm not jumping in, even if it's going in my direction. I need that pullback. All right. If not, I just miss out. German 30 didn't alert me, but gave you a little small pullback. Now heading to the upside. Not expecting much tomorrow with the markets being closed, especially for the indices. So that's cool. And NAS, you actually had your retest here on Tuesday and then taking off. And same thing for S&P 500. All right, taking off, no retest. So boom. So they're all flying to the top as anticipated. Just needed a retest, which didn't really happen. Your only pullback was here on Tuesday. All right. Crypto. Bitcoin. Back up, right? See? And notice, guys, I'm using the same strategy, the same principles. I got my change of character. I'm getting a nice correction, let it pull back, and then wait for the breakout. Boom. All right. So again, I'm buying to sell. This is not a long-term buy here, right? We're in a bear market. Somebody asked me, are we in a bear market on crypto? Yes. All right. It's here. So another high. So we might see another correction here, probably get it on the 15-minute, and then boom, we'll probably touch low 90s as I'm anticipating. And once that happens, this is what you really want to get ready for, the sell. right? And we break below 80. Okay. Again, I'm looking forward to this bear market on crypto. Why? Because this is going to give me time to accumulate as much funds as possible. So when this does go on its next bull run, right? So next place we're touching is 75, like I said. And if we break through here, this is the next level of demand zone. So between 60, might even go below 50. Might. And from there, boom. So honestly, this will be your best bet to invest, especially for all my investors to get back into the market. Crypto standpoint, as you can see on the weekly, we are now getting that bearish wave, right? We haven't had a bearish wave since 2022. 3 years later, we're getting a bearish wave. So yes, this is going to drop even more. I would love it. The lower it goes, the better, because as Bitcoin goes, everybody else will follow, right? Ethereum, buy, planning out, good. Again, all these are short term. We're buying, really setting up for another sell, all right? This is short term buy. When I was trying to get the short term buy last week on a lot of cryptos, but then they just kept dropping. So finally getting that now. So buying to eventually sell. All right. You really want to catch the sell more than anything. Yeah, all doing pretty good. There you go. Ripple. Nice buy. Nice bounce right there. Expecting Ripple to get to around 230, 240, and then we drop. I would love to see Ripple go below $1.08, which it should. All right. Go below $1.08. I would love to start investing right around $1.60. Could it go lower than that? Absolutely. I would love, shoot. Ultimately, I would love to see Ripple get back down to under $1. Get back under $1. Ripple gets back under $1, guys. I know y'all love trading Forex, currency, all that. But let me tell you, for a mass majority of you guys, this is where your bread and butter is going to be. I'll tell you right now. Crypto, watch crypto in 2026. I'm telling you, this is where you want to be because this is such discounted areas to buy and invest. Oh my gosh. This is where you guys are going to become high 6, 7 figure. Some of you guys play your cards right, even 8 figures. Yes, 8 figures. And if you've been watching me, following me, you know, I'm a very realistic person. I'm not going to feed you bullshit. I'm going to be transparent and honest. This is where you guys are going to make your money. To be a day trader, you got to be committed, guys, super committed. Some of you guys, you're committed to just chasing cash and making fast money. That's why you don't see the success that you want. All right? Stop chasing the money. Chase the skill set, chase the discipline of just being good at the craft. So that's why day trading is a lot harder than just being an investor. Because as an investor, all you got to do is buy and hold, right? Buy, hold, and let the market do its thing. As long as price goes beyond what you bought at, boom, you're in profit. But being a day trader, it requires a different level of discipline, which most people just will never obtain. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna other Forex traders, this strategy, that strategy, I got this tool, that tool, 95% win rate, da 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 da. If that was the case, this would be a lot higher. All right? This would be a lot higher. Most of you guys fail because, again, you're not really committed to learning the skill set. You're not disciplined. You're not patient. You trade like crackheads. Okay? Your money management is just piss poor. It's piss poor. All right? But here, as an investor, you have 10 grand, 20 grand. Let me put this in perspective for some of you guys so you understand what I'm talking about. All right, I always like to whip out the calculator so you guys can actually see. Here you go. Let me put this in perspective. All right, I've got my calculator here. Okay. If I got 10 grand, just 10 grand, this gets back down to under $1, say like 89 cents. right? Let's just say 89 cents. Boom. Over 11,000. Remember, Ripple never got a chance to go back to its previous high back in 2021, right? Because they had their court case. Ripple never got to go beyond that. So we talking about $5, $10, right? But worst case scenario, let's say when it creates this new high, it's going to go to $4. Can we all agree? It's going to go to $4, $5. Bit like this is worst case scenario. Worst case scenario. Check this out. So if this goes to just $4, right? I took my 10 grand and look at that. 44 grand. Play with the numbers. Now imagine you put 20,000. That'd be over 80. You put 30, 40, 50. Play with the numbers. This is life-changing opportunity right here, guys. All right. Ripple, another one that I absolutely love. Ripple's another one that I absolutely love. Not Ripple, Cardano. Beautiful buy right here. Bouncing off. Lovely. Again, we're buying to sell because I know eventually this is going to go back down. Get back to that weekly. I know we're going to get back down to around 33 cents. So again, let me bring out that calculator. If I got 10 grand, all right, divide that by 33 cents. Could go lower, but let's say 33. It gives me 30,000. All right. The previous high was $3. So again, the new high is going to be about $4. All right, just $4. I multiply that by 4. Talk to me, guys. That's 6 figures right there. 10 grand turned into $121,000. This is where majority of you guys are going to really make your money. So I'm loving this bear market on crypto right now. Good. This gives you guys time to accumulate the funds you need. So now pick, and you don't need to be in 100 different cryptos. You can make a shit ton of money just trading Cardano, Ripple. So if you have 50 grand, somebody out here is watching this video right now, and you're like, well, I got 50 grand, Steve. Great. Let this get back down into the 30s. 33, 50,000, 33. Gives you 151,000. This goes $4, right? Over $500,000. 50 grand to over $500,000. Where else you gonna do that at? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust a lot of you guys day trading Forex, prop firms, all the, y'all success rate is trash. I'm telling you, the success rate, average success rate for prop firms, prop trading. All right, let's look at it right here. Majority of traders around 90% fail. The success rate is 5 to 10. Boom. Once a trader is funded, the success rate decreases further. Only 7%. And fewer still maintain their funding long term. The stats is right there, guys. I'm not lying to you. All you got to do is look it up. So I'm actually trying to help you. Yes, I'm going to keep dropping trade setups. I'm going to do as much as I can. Educational videos, show you guys my mindset on how I trade and get these setups. But where you're going to make your wealth is with these crypto moves. With these crypto plays, I promise you. I promise you. You're going to come back to this video and be like, Steve, you was 100% correct. So I don't want this video to run too long. I just wanted to come here and give you that update. Like I told you, I'll give you guys 2 videos a week. One showing you what trades I'm looking at. I basically went over everything that I was looking at. Everything's in profit. Everything's doing well. Pretty good week considering it's a holiday week. You know, like I said, Thanksgiving tomorrow and then Black Friday in the States for those who celebrate. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll keep you guys updated. Once again, if you want access to the free Telegram, which is pretty much this, I'll show you guys. It's in the description box below. So that's the Wall Street Family 2.0. So just join. I try to update you guys as much as possible, let you know how everything's looking. Look, today's the 26th. Been looking for a buy on EU, been looking for a sell on USD Swiss franc, XRP buy. Everything's in profit. All right. Everything's in profit. So I'm taking the trades as I'm giving it to you guys. Right. So this isn't fake stuff. And then this is my private community. And like I said, you want to sharpen your skill set. Come join. Right. Come join. Come lock in with the rest of us. Come get in on these morning sessions with us and really perfect that craft. All right. If that's something you really want to do, not going forward for the rest of this year. This year is pretty much over, but in 2026 and beyond. But that's pretty much it, guys. I'm done for the week. Have a happy holiday. God bless. Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you were able to profit on these moves. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.